Welcome back to the Child of Wales Awards. We've already heard from so many of the inspirational children here tonight and heard from some of the sponsors as well who wanted to get involved with the event.
And we've still got plenty more coming up in this part of the show.
I think recognising that children from where they've struggled in life are just as important as anybody else in society. You listen to some of the stories and the fantastic achievements that they've achieved through really difficult circumstances, that actually anything is possible if you really try hard.
Wales as a country, I believe, sometimes gets a little overlooked in the bigger scheme of the UK, and so it deserves to have its own awards ceremony to celebrate those children.
Sometimes in Wales we're a bit shy, aren't we? And we hide our light under a bushel, and this is shining a spotlight on some incredible people that would probably say they're just ordinary people, but they're actually extraordinary, and we've got so many of those stories and those people in Wales that it's just amazing to celebrate that, and I hope it will encourage other people to really value their neighbours and their friends and their family members.
We have the Child of Britain Awards as well. We run a series of awards, but for us, Wales is so important because we are saying this is our country, and the children that live in it we need to shine a light on what they're doing, because there's some amazing kids out there doing great stuff.
We run the Young Leaders Award because I'm not really sure why. Someone nominated us because it must be something we do with the charity in our local area, raising money for local charities and that. We make all sorts of things.
We raise money by making the national flower of Ukraine, the sunflower, and we painted it Ukraine's colours, and every sale we get on them we donate about 50% of the profits to Ukraine, to sort of help them a bit, do what we can to help.
We're very privileged to win an award, thanks to the Principality, obviously, for supporting the award. We're all volunteers, no wages, no expenses paid to anyone. And for us, the most important thing is to create smiles on faces of seriously ill children and their families. Like one wish we've just had come in this week is a young girl whose prognosis is not good, and she wants to fly in a Chinook helicopter. So they're the type of wishes that we do. Memories are really important to all of us, and especially for those families that sadly don't have their children with us any longer. So this is for all those young children out there who sadly are no longer with us, for the parents, for the families, because it's quite a hard time. It's like a roller coaster of a ride for those families.
Well, you can see for yourselves on the stage when they're up there, they're just so thrilled, and we're thrilled for them, not only to be nominated, and they are remarkable. I mean, all of them are very resilient, shows a great deal of strength, such caring, and it just sort of gives you hope because, it's a bit of a dark world out there at the moment. And then you come to something like this and you see these young people with all their enthusiasm for life, and you just think, oh my goodness, yes, it'll be in good hands.
I'm a dad of 3 kids myself, and when you see something like this, it just gives you so much hope for the future. And if you're a young person and you're watching this, you can do whatever you put your mind to, 10 times over.
Feel to have these two win an award?
No, unbelievable. Yeah, they've been like they're an inspiration to everybody else, especially to young children of their age. I mean, they started 3 years ago now, and they've raised money for quite a few different causes, including children in need. They've made quite a lot of money for them. As I said, the local hospice and quite a few different other causes. Pakistan flood appeal as well. We've done quite a bit for that. So they've done very, very well. Very well. I'm very, very proud of them.
So they've given us an award for Courageous Family of the Year. My son Joseph, he was only 3 when he passed away in December 21, and he was so brave and courageous and smiled throughout everything. One of the bravest boys I know, as well as my son here, Liam. Both of them are so brave, and I'm so grateful that we've been nominated and given this award, and so grateful to the organisers, the Principality. We're award as well as part of the charity that we've kind of founded in Joseph's memory. So we've founded a charity called Joseph's Smile, and where we give grants to children every month who are fundraising for treatment that's not available on the NHS, and we want to help them as much as we can, because no family should ever have to do that when they're when they're struggling so much already, and every little bit we do, then we give that little extra back to the family and more precious time that they get to have together. So.
I think if you look at the children, you look at the families that are receiving awards, and children are so courageous, and there is so much out there in Wales I think we have to be proud of, because they're brave, they're courageous, they are strong, and I think we're kind. And I think in Wales all those things go together, and I think the most important thing in life is to make sure that we look after our young, and then eventually they will look after us.
They're focusing on young people and children who are our future, and they're focusing on them in a very positive way as well. So for me, I see it as a brilliant showcase, a great platform that can really spread the good news message to people and just really shout about our great young people here in Wales.
I've won Young Sporting Hero 13 to 18. Yeah, what an honour it is. Words can't explain it. Obviously, I'm so pleased I won. Everything leading up to this moment, all the setbacks, all the forwards, everything is all leading up to this moment, and hopefully we go on and go further. I was captain Cardiff Schools, and I had a newspaper review. I'd done a newspaper with the Echo, and I can't remember what the other one was, but I've done one with two. And yeah, I think they got sent into this, and the judges picked me as the winner. So yeah, very confused when I found out, but then excited at the same time. Obviously not knowing what it is, how big it is. Turning up to this night, it's where the nerves hit when I seen the extent of the night.
I was actually one of the judges that had to make a decision, and it was the hardest thing I think I've ever done in my entire life. So much so, there was so many nights where I had to kind of put it down and come back to it, because every single one of them, deserved some, But tonight, I think there's not a single dry eye in the house, and I think it does humans good, because what are problems you think you're having in your life? I've listened to some of these stories tonight, and it really gives you a different perspective on life, I think.
So some of the stories, some of them were really hit deep. Really, some of them you could tell they've really fought to where they are. So yeah, it's really lovely hearing everyone's story.
Look, we're a small country where these sort of things put us on the map, don't they? The event is again superbly organised, lots of emotion, which is brilliant, but a little bit of humour tucked in there as well, which obviously brings out that kind of funnier side or the lighter side to what is actually a brilliant event.
My favourite of all has been the inspiration it gives to other people who may be born with something that might, on the face of it, seem like a terrible disability. Down syndrome or cystic fibrosis, clubfoot, people who've been championed tonight. And the example that sets to other people who may be born with a condition, and to the families, the parents of children who are born like that, to say, well, yes, it's different. It's not going to be what you thought. It's going to be different, but it is not necessarily a negative thing. Inclusivity is everything at the moment. It is our way forward, and that's what this is about.
I think my favourite part of the evening is honestly going to be when I finally get to meet Summer, the little girl that I'm giving the award to. I think that's going to be a very special, touching moment. So I'm really excited just to come and hopefully just cheer somebody up for one day.
I've won Child of Courage over 13. I'm very honoured. I was very shocked. I'm still a bit speechless. But basically I won the award because of everything that I've been through and just all my medical problems, appointments, my 49 surgeries, and just how I continue to fundraise and just raise money for charity and help people in any way I can, even though I go through what I go through. Which I personally don't think is, anything big or inspirational. It's just normal to me. So I was a bit shocked when I was told about the award. I was like, really? Me?
The most important thing for me, it's about awareness. It's about making sure that everybody realises that, no matter what difficulties and challenges that you face, you can do it with a smile on your face, and you just roll your sleeves up and crack on, which is the best thing to do.
What do you hope the children take away from tonight?
That they're appreciated, and that actually they're recognised for all their efforts, because some of them are dealing with a lot of adversity, and that might be one child but is representative of thousands of children in Wales. And I think that one child might represent thousands and thousands of others, and they should be really proud of what they've achieved. You may have seen some of the winners so far tonight, and they're all very, very special in their own right.
So Alice, it's been a fantastic night tonight. We've heard some amazing stories from some truly inspirational young people.
And a huge thank you to all those young people as well who shared their stories with us. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you all. Thank you at home for watching this evening. But that is everything from us. North Star.